Two top bakers are battling it out to create the ultimate dream birthday cake.
Quality control. So then.
Based entirely on one little kid's big imagination. With Mom close at hand, the birthday boy must pick a winner on Best Cake Wins. Every parent wants to make their kid's birthday dream come true, and Vanessa is no different. She's got big plans for her son Cooper's birthday.
He's turning 9, and I'm super excited to be able to throw him the best birthday party.
And Cooper's got plans of his own for his birthday cake.
I do want a really big cake for my birthday.
Cooper is a very creative boy. He's got some really strong opinions when it comes to his birthday cake and his birthday. Wow, that's big. How many layers is that?
7.
Why green? Is that your favorite color?
Yes. The trees are green, the grass is green, bushes are green. Mostly everything is green. That's why I love green. I don't want any other color.
But green isn't the only detail Cooper's got planned for his dream cake.
I want silver balls that are filled with lots of sugar. Green icing are in between the layers.
Inside the cake, right?
Yeah.
When you get your cake, do you want it to look exactly like this?
Like this side.
Do you think you could actually eat one 7-layer piece?
Maybe. I am so excited to eat this.
The challenge is, create Cooper's dream green cake. It must be at least 7 layers tall, with silver ball candy decorations, and of course, green inside and out. Time to meet our star bakers.
My name's Adjoa, and I'm a pastry chef. I specialize in custom cakes. I've had so many different requests. You name it, I've probably made it in cake. What I love most is making something special for someone. Them seeing their cake and knowing, oh, that's what I asked for. That makes it all worth it.
Our second challenger is an ex-artist turned pastry chef.
My name's Lindsay. I'm actually a trained sculptor who couldn't sell art. I tried to get people to come to my art shows with free treats. I got reviews on the pastry, not the art. I really love using my art background with my pastry background. It's a marriage of my 2 favorite worlds.
Now it's time for Lindsay and Adjoa to see Cooper's cake design.
Whoa.
Ooh, I guess he likes green.
Green is the color of the day, clearly. Lots of swag.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers.
Which also means that it has the odds of falling over.
So I guess we're doing a green tower of a cake.
Here goes.
It's time for each of our bakers to hit the kitchen and plan their unique take on Cooper's cake.
I'm really excited to start this cake because I want it to smell really good in here. I'm getting ombre vibes from this, meaning color fades. Starts dark and goes to light. Then I'm going to add to this, trying to keep in every single element that he wants. I'm going to make bubbles out of candied sugar, which are really fun to eat. But this to me is not enough to win. Messes usually make kids really happy. So I intend to fill this cake with booby traps. I'm gonna fill these chasms with green sprinkles. So when you cut them, the sprinkles will pour out all over the table. Sorry, Mom, but that I think will get me an advantage.
Lindsay's cake plan is, decorate the top with delicate candied sugar bubbles, fill the cake with candy-filled booby traps, and make Cooper's green cake an ombre color fade inside and out. Over in her kitchen, Adjoa is baking up a plan of her own.
I think to make it more interesting, I'll make some of them leaning over and some of them straight, just so that it's whimsical but not completely off the wall. I'm gonna use fondant for the draping of each tier, and I'll add a topper, maybe a cookie topper, that says happy birthday. And it definitely has to be green. With a cake that's stacked this high, it could lean or topple, but I think I've got some plans to make sure that doesn't happen.
Adjoa's cake plan is to make a green vanilla sponge cake with 7 slanted layers and green fondant draping. Lindsay is ready to make Cooper's cake batter, and a lot of it.
It might look like a lot, but I intend to make this cake very large. More is better, hungry eyes here. So I'm gonna get my machine set up here. I'm going to be trapping a lot of air pockets in my butter. That's gonna make my cake really, really fluffy. This is my super power tool. This is what makes me a good pastry chef.
Unlike measuring cups, Digital scales allow bakers to be exact in their measurements, leaving nothing to chance. Back in Adjua's kitchen, she's taking a less measured approach for her whimsical cake.
We'll need 3 whole eggs and 3 yolks. Baking is more of a science, but I feel like people put too much weight on the science and the chemistry of it. It has a lot to do with the feel. Once you get a feel for it, it sort of moves through you. I'm adding some green food coloring to the wet ingredients so it mixes well into the whole thing without over-mixing the flour. The cake is gonna be completely green on the inside. Green cake, green buttercream, green everything. I love this green color.
With a sponge cake batter, it's best to eliminate air pockets for an even bake.
And then off into the oven.
Over in her kitchen, Lindsay's batter is prepped and ready for her ombre color fade.
My intention is to make every layer a different intensity of green, so when I stack them, they'll fade, and that creates what would be an ombre. 1 drop there. I can really smell the vanilla in this cake. It's wonderful. That's a green. I also find that gel-based food color fades a little in the oven, so I want them a bit brighter than I normally would make them. This is the green I think Cooper's got in mind. Can't get much more green than that. Okay, my cakes are ready to bake. I have my oven preheated to 350. They're gonna take 20 to 30 minutes. And this is the time you wish them luck.
While our bakers each work to create the cake of Cooper's dreams,
That is what dreams are made of, right there.
he'll be the one to decide whose edible creation takes top spot. Vanessa and her son Cooper are getting ready for his 9th birthday, and his dream cake will take center stage at the party. Professional bakers Lindsay and Adjua are baking off to make Cooper's dream birthday cake a reality.
I love this green color.
The party's tomorrow, and there's still plenty to do.
So now on to one of my most favorite things, buttercream. What I'm doing is Swiss meringue buttercream. I'm going to take my egg whites, place them over top of a pot of water that's just barely steaming, and take a lot of sugar. Do not skimp on the sugar. This is the structural support. There is no nice way to tell what this looks like when it's done. It will look like snot. Ugh. So it's looking good. Just start it on a low speed and bring it up fast. That is what dreams are made of right there. What I'm gonna do now is add a ton of butter. 1 pound at a time. Quality control. That's a good vanilla. We're good to go.
While Lindsay's buttercream has passed the taste test, Adjua's testing hers for color.
I really like this color, but I'm gonna add a little bit of yellow just to make it a bit more of a punchier green. I think there's gonna be some green mouths. Hello. There you go. There's 1, 2, and 3. Look at how great the green color turned out. That's gonna be wonderful to cut into. We'll cut the dome top off and we wanna have a flat top. Look at that green. I'm just gonna slice it in half so we can put some buttercream on the inside. I put a little bit of simple syrup on top to keep the cake moist.
Simple syrup is made with equal parts sugar and water.
I'm really happy that the green of the buttercream matches the green of the cake pretty perfectly. It is a lot of green, but I think that was Cooper's request.
It seems Adjua's got her green buttercream in check. Meanwhile, Lindsay is coloring her buttercream, and she's continuing her ombre color fade motif.
Can use a spatula for this, but I find if your hand's already messy, just go with it. It's a good way to become one with your food. This, to me, is a nice scale, a gradation. So now's the fun part. I get to play a little with Cooper. I'm just gonna cut out circles randomly, no rhyme or reason to my selection, just remove said nugget of cake. As you cut into the cake, you're going to hopefully hit one of these booby traps of sprinkles that are gonna go all over the tables. Oh, it's a perfect match. I'm going to add a layer of buttercream right over top of my booby trap. As my turntable turns, I do not know where the last booby trap was, so I could be causing one solid chamber. Who knows? It's all a surprise. I'm changing the buttercream colors as I move along the gradation so that my buttercream matches the layers. Now, whenever it comes to the final layer, this is the only one that I'll always want to put with the bottom side up. All the other ones I've done the other way. This is just so that I've got a nice blank canvas to put buttercream on.
The first layer of buttercream that Lindsay will add to this blank canvas is called a crumb coat.
This is just the crumb coat, so I'm not so concerned with the way it looks right now. But I am gonna remark that it is straight, so that's one goal accomplished.
While Lindsay's aim was a straight cake, Adj was ready to make hers purposefully off-kilter.
To have a little fun with this cake, I'm gonna make it a little topsy-turvy and give it a little character. Oh, that looks like it could go straight down, leaning. And the last one, number 7. Let's see. There we go. I don't know if I feel like this is gonna stand on its own. I don't think that I feel good about its chances of not moving around on the ride over.
Adjwa's topsy-turvy cake threatens to topple,
I'm a little frustrated. It's definitely feeling wobbly.
and Lindsay bursts her bubbles. Cooper has designed his ultimate birthday cake, and 2 top bakers are going head-to-head to bring his vision to life.
That is what dreams are made of.
They'll each be judged at his birthday party tomorrow. Baker Lindsay is about to start on her most delicate detail.
I'm going to work on these bubbles made of sugar.
She needs to get her sugar to reach exactly 333 degrees Fahrenheit.
Remember them from the 80s? I'm gonna add a couple drops here. It's Cooper's favorite color, green. It's beautiful, right? It's a messy job, but it's really fun. There's my mass slightly coming together, pulling to the center. This is when I want to start working with it. It's really hot, but it's comfortable for me to touch without burning my fingers. I'm going to snip a little bit of my candy. I'm gonna roll it into a ball, and then we wish and hope for the best.
To form her bubbles, Lindsay is using a technique similar to glass blowing.
So, popping. You're gonna be playing with the temperature of your candy to get a bubble. Every chance it has to mess with you, it's going to take it. So don't let it get into your brain, but it will get into your brain. So these sugar bubbles are the focal point to my cake. If I can't get them to work out, I better get creative with something, because this is the star of my show. I gotta get this to work.
Over in the other kitchen, Adjwa still hasn't figured out how to prevent her towering cake from toppling.
I'm a little frustrated. It's definitely feeling wobbly. In the end, I'm gonna probably put one dowel through the whole thing. Maybe it'd be more sturdy that way.
When her cake's finished, Adjwa will insert a long dowel for support. But for now, back to decorating. Over with Lindsay, perseverance seems to be paying off.
Yay! Victory to the bubble! I'm so relieved it worked out. I've got the temperature figured out, but I'm running low on time, so I better hustle.
Lindsay isn't the only one hustling, as Adjwa preps the fondant for her green draping decoration.
To make the draping, using 3 dowels, I'll put them down about a finger space apart, and then lay the fondant on top. And then I'll just form the fondant around the dowels, and then pull the whole thing together. And then that's one big drape, but then we'll cut that up into pieces for the size of the cake. What I'm gonna do is add the draping to each tier, and then pipe along the base of each layer.
Meanwhile, Lindsay's ready to add her various shades of green buttercream.
I have all my buttercream shades loaded into piping bags. And what I'm gonna do is a dragged dot technique around the cake. The one thing you wanna keep in mind, your starting and ending point is always gonna be slightly awkward. So you always want to keep that in a line, and that's gonna be the back of the cake. Every cake has a back. I got a lot of piping to do, so let's get piping.
Once Lindsay's cake is covered in her ombre buttercream, it's time to add the finishing touches.
As depicted in the photo, silver balls when necessary. These are called dragées. And then I've got my beautiful sugar balls. As these make great smashing noises, I hope he approves of me adding to his design. So far, so good.
Each of Lindsay's candy bubbles is extremely fragile.
Stressful work.
With her cake mostly decorated, it's time for Adjoa to start Cooper's cookie topper.
I know this isn't part of Cooper's original vision, but it's not really a birthday cake unless it says happy birthday on it. Once the cookie's baked, I'm gonna lay this on top. The cookie is still a little bit warm, which is good because it'll stick a little bit better. I'm gonna spread the icing around and slide that on top. I'm gonna let this sit for a bit so that the icing on the inside can dry, so that when it does stand up, it'll stay up.
Lindsay is almost done, putting the finishing touches on Cooper's cake.
Be careful on the floor after using silver dragées, as it gets very, very slippery. I'm looking forward to seeing what the other baker puts out, as Cooper's drawing was really straightforward and there wasn't much wiggle room. I chose sugar bubbles to wiggle out of that. There are booby traps inside, and my ombre is making me happy, and I hope Cooper picks this cake.
Before she puts the cookie topper on her cake, Adjoa's going to place her wooden dowel to keep it from falling over.
That last bit of insurance with that dowel will make me feel much better, especially for traveling. Oh, I can feel it going through each layer. I think that's enough. And then have some more sprinkles. I think I'm done. I love the extra sprinkles. I love the idea of putting a topper on top. It's amazing. I can't wait for Cooper to see it.
Cooper is about to see his cakes for the very first time. But which one will he crown the winner?
Who wants to eat some cake?
The greatest day of his life.
Bakers Lindsay and Adjoa have each been working hard to bring Cooper's birthday cake fantasy to life.
Victory to the bubble!
They're each hoping that he'll choose their creation as the best cake.
I think that's enough.
Now, the party's ready. The cakes have arrived, and it's time for Cooper to decide which cake wins.
I'm super excited for Cooper to see his cake. I'm pretty confident that my cake looks almost exactly like his picture.
I think a kid is the best type of judge for a cake competition. They're gonna tell you what they truly feel. I do want to win, of course, but at the same time, I want Cooper to pick the cake he likes best. Happy birthday, Cooper! Oh my gosh, look at how green they are!
That's so cool.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Is that what you were expecting?
Not quite, but I love it.
Do you?
I love it.
They're both huge.
So huge.
So Cooper, I'm Lindsay. I made you this weird bubble cake. It's a vanilla cake. It is super buttery. 6 pounds of butter in that sucker. On the inside, it's all kinds of different color green. So it starts dark and goes to light as well. And then I put silver balls like you wanted. They're candy. And then I made bubbles out of candy as well. And they smash and they make really cool noises when they break. But there is something else inside my cake.
What?
Booby traps. There's big nuggets of sprinkles, and when you cut into the cake, sorry about the mess, the sprinkles are gonna go everywhere.
We've got exploding insides and shattering outsides. Sounds like a pretty messy cake.
Cooper, I'm Adjoa. I made you this green tower of cake. There's 7 layers and a whole lot of sprinkles. And then I topped it off with a cookie that says, "Happy birthday, Cooper." On the inside is all green, and in between each of those is more green buttercream.
I love how you stacked it up. How'd you make the top one stay?
There's actually one big stick that goes all the way down from the middle, all the way through to the, oh, there you go. I'm so sorry.
She couldn't resist. So what do you think, Coop? Do you think I could make that?
Not a chance.
Nope. Nope, I would not be able to pull that off. So Cooper, this is it. You have to pick your perfect birthday cake. Which cake's gonna win?
I choose... that one.
Wow,
Thank you, Cooper. That's so great. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sorry about the mess.
No, both of you. Fantastic. I'm just so thrilled, and I'm really excited for you, Coop.
As soon as I found out what was inside the other cake, I knew it was gonna be stiff competition.
I'm glad that Cooper's happy with my cake. I really didn't think I was gonna win. The other cake looked exactly like the photo.
Happy birthday to you.
Cooper and his friends have a lot of cake to eat. I hope they all brought something to take some cake home in.
Who wants to eat some cake? Oh my goodness, look at this. Both cakes are so spectacular. They both live up to his drawing, but both really unique to one another. Really, really creative.
The greatest day of his life.
Looks like there's a lot of cleanup that I'm gonna have to do for this, but it was all worth it if Cooper gets the cake of his dreams and the birthday of his dreams.
I feel special. Oh